See Rodri go to Barcelona, and as we heard in the news, Tijjani Reijnders is off to Saudi Arabia with Al Qadsiya. If it gets to 5:01, Chelsea's position is quite firm here, that then Enzo Fernandez is not for sale, the price comes off the table, and the earliest that they will revisit a potential exit is in summer. So nothing in January. And this feels like a power play from Chelsea to make sure that ahead of the new Premier League season, there's no distractions.
Reijnders, the fee, I'll bring you in here, Joel, as well. I mean, it looks like they're getting back more than they paid for him. Good business, right, for Manchester City. Although Joel was saying he's quite surprised, Ben, that he's being allowed to leave so quickly, having shown a bit of promise last season. But they're getting back, Joel, more money than they would have paid for him.
Yeah, I mean, definitely good business. But I think with where they are now and the instability of the club and, Rodri potentially leaving, surely you want to keep as many midfielders as possible. Yes, I understand that Enzo could be coming in, but you want a thick squad. And I think with Reijnders going, I don't know if it really helps their situation that much.
And of course, with Reijnders going, Rodri potentially going, Ben as well, it would free up the funds to buy Enzo. But of course, Ben, as you've just said there, time is very much of the essence here.
Yeah, and I get the impression that Chelsea are genuine, partly because Enzo Fernandez was, of course, banned for a couple of games after he flirted more with the city of Madrid, but the implication was at that point he wanted to join Real Madrid. And then if you think about Enzo Maresca leaving Chelsea, and at the point he was still Chelsea boss, Chelsea's perspective is Manchester City made a formal inquiry. So their feeling, even though it's denied by Manchester City sources, is that Enzo Maresca knew that he was going to get the Manchester City job and walk, therefore, in order to wait for Pep Guardiola to leave. So Chelsea and Manchester City with a bit of a frosty relationship, and I don't think, despite reports, we're going to get a cut price deal closer to 100 or 105 million. But of course, if you're Manchester City, it's not been lost on them the fact that when Chelsea signed Enzo Fernandez, they went early, they couldn't succeed. There were a lot of public statements saying he would stay at Benfica. And our information is the deal got done with about 3 minutes of the window in January left. So Chelsea used basically every second. And Manchester City may call Chelsea's bluff, maybe make a bid below 120 million before the deadline and then see what happens after it. But Chelsea counter, and sources tell me if it's 5:01 on a Friday and they don't have in writing 120 million, it's saga over. And then Rodri Barcelona still advancing, as we broke this morning on TalkSport. £55 million bid, including add-ons, was turned down by Manchester City. They want at least 60, and some sources now say closer to 70. And if you add up the Reijnders fee plus what they might get for Rodri, it basically does equal one Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.